Once there was a Jew that in the time of the Baal Shem Tov, that he had big troubles from the Paritz, the landowner. He demanded from him amount of rent, and he wasn't able to pay. And the debt just continued to increase and increase. And as time went on, he couldn't pay the debt. He had an inn, whatever, and the weather was bad, whatever reason, but there was competition, whatever reason it is. Customers stopped coming. There weren't enough customers, and he was unable to pay his rent. So the increased until finally the baron, whatever the landowner, the Paritz, he said, "Okay, I'm kicking you out. I'm evicting you." So, but you can't, I have 10 children, and then it's winter. And he said, "No problem. I don't really care." He says, "There's no problem whatsoever. Not my problem." In other words, what do I care if you're cold? If there's millions of people that are cold, I have to care about everybody. You're out. Bring me them. Give me a week. He says, "I'll give you a week." But remember, 1 week you come back, you give me $5,000. That's all the money you owe me from the past, or you're out. He goes to the Baal Shem Tov. This person goes to the Baal Shem Tov, and he explains his problem. The Baal Shem Tov writes a letter. He writes a letter, doesn't show him what he's writing on the letter, puts the letter in an envelope, and he says, "Give this letter to the Paritz, but don't look at it. Don't look at this. Don't open the envelope, and don't look at the letter. Give them the letter, and everything's going to be okay." So he said, "Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate it." Puts the letter in his pocket, and he travels. It's like a 3-hour drive to the house of the Paritz. Now, the Paritz is a very scary guy. He has the power of life and death over everybody. And if you get him angry, he could just shoot you, because there was no judge and there was no police over there. The Paritz, the baron, or whatever you want to call it, the landowner, he was the judge, he was the police, he was God, he was everything. Life and death was in his hands. But our Chassid has the letter of the Baal Shem Tov. He's got nothing to be afraid of. The first hour he's driving, he's happy. He's got the letter of the Baal Shem Tov. Everything's going to be okay. The second hour he's driving, he starts to think, I wonder what the Baal Shem Tov wrote on that letter that could possibly convince this Paritz that he'll let me go. He's really a wicked guy. He's a stingy guy. Interesting to see. But no, the Baal Shem Tov told me I shouldn't look. So, stupid idea. Not going to look. Gets to the third hour. He sees looming in the distance on this big high hill the Baron's mansion, the Paritz's mansion. And that throws a little bit of a fear into him. And as he gets closer, he thinks, listen, I wonder if the Baal Shem Tov understands Polish. This Paritz, all he understands is Polish or Ukrainian or whatever language it was. All he understands is Ukrainian. Does the Baal Shem? Of course, the Baal Shem Tov we're talking about. He understands everything. He understands the language of the birds. He understands. Of course, he understands Ukrainian. And he put it. He said, "But what? I noticed that when the Baal Shem Tov put the letter into the envelope, as he didn't really look at the letter, and he had a lot of other papers on his. Could it be that he maybe took the wrong paper and he put it in? Even if he does understand Polish, Ukrainian, whatever it is, maybe he put the. And what could he possibly say? So he's got all these doubts running around in his mind. And he gets to the things, he gets to the Pritz's door. And before he knocks on it, he says to himself, let me just see over here. He takes out the envelope and he sees that it's open. And the Baal Shem Tov didn't seal it. It's open. So he figures, listen, I won't take the letter out. I'll just sort of like push on the ends of the envelope. It'll sort of open up, and then I can have a look and see what's there. Because if this envelope, if it contains an empty letter, then I'm finished. He's going to kill me. So he just sort of presses on the thing, and it worked. It worked. It pressed on the thing, and it opened up, and he looked, and he saw that the letter was empty. So I was right. I thought so. He put the wrong paper. I got to go back. As soon as he said that, the door opened up, and there's the Parit standing there. And he says, Jew, you came to pay me back my debt. Good thing you did, because you don't, give me that. Takes the pay, give the thing, and the Jew thinks, whoa, what am I going to do? He figures, run away. Oh, what's he going to run away? He's got a wife and 10 children in the house. What's he going to do? So the priest, the parits, the baron, whatever you want to call it, he takes out the letter and he looks at it, and the Jew figures that's it. He says, Shema Yisrael to himself, it's my end. He looks at the letter and he says, folds it up, puts it in his pocket, and says, okay, I'll let you go. I'll let you go. You don't have to pay the debt. You don't have to pay the debt. All of the 10 years you owe me, I'll wipe out the whole debt. But you better pay me next year. You better start paying. The Jew was just amazed. Thank you very much. Says, thank you. I want the money next year, though. I want the money every month. I want the. Yes, he runs back. Goes back to the Baal Shem Tov to say thank you. The Baal Shem Tov said, what happened? What happened? Thank you, Baal Shem Tov. It was a miracle. I really appreciate it so much. He said, no, what did the Baron do? He said, he erased the whole entire debt. The whole entire debt, he erased the whole thing. I don't owe him anything. The Baal Shem Tov said, oh, no, I don't. He erased it. He said, yeah, that's wonderful. He said, tell me, you looked at the letter, right? Yes, I didn't look. I didn't take it out. I mean, I just said, okay. If you would not have looked at that letter, he would have given you that you're in and all the land around it forever. It would have been your gift forever. Because you didn't trust and you looked at the letter, as therefore you only got this. He negated the past debt. So it comes to show us that when the tzaddikim say something, as that it's not like a normal person says something. That we have to believe, like it says, Vayaminu b'Hashem, the Jews believed in God, uva Moshe Avdo, and in Moses, that the directions of Moshe and the Moses of every generation are the directions of the creator of the universe. Have a good day with Mashiach now. Thank you very much. See you, God willing, tomorrow, 8:15.